Warning, you are about to enter the BGP suite. No thongs, no boy shorts, no thigh highs, no commandos are permissible. BGP, big girl panties only. So pull up to woman up. And no, please don't leave with your panties in a bunch.
Welcome to BGP today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Hey.
Today we're doing a follow-up on a topic that we were discussing last week about being in toxic relationships. One of our subscribers by the name of God in the Flesh.
Hey.
Thank you. Before we even talk about, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting, and thank you for watching our previous episodes. He asked, he actually said in the comment section, it was a good topic, good description, but I feel like it's a little one-sided. I feel like you ladies should be discussing, something else. I think you should be asking the women, have you ever been the cause of a toxic relationship? So today we're going to address our thoughts, give, our thoughts on that conversation. Before I get started, though, I would like to encourage you guys, if you haven't already, to please like, share, subscribe. Feel free to comment. As you see, we will respond and talk about it with your friends and family and let us know what you think. We love it. We encourage it. And, we'll just keep going and keep doing this thing because we're not going nowhere. And so
that's right.
Time to get your big girl panties, put them on, and we're going to address this topic. We're going to address his question. And I guess I'll go first.
So what was his question?
His question is, have you, ladies, ever been the cause of a toxic relationship?
So basically, are you toxic?
Correct. So my answer is no. I'm a goddamn angel. I mean,
okay.
Why would I be toxic? Absolutely not. Do I know some toxic women? Yes, I do. Have I been in the middle of breaking up a toxic situation so that it doesn't get, bad? Absolutely.
Yes,
Absolutely. But no, I'm not toxic. I've never been the cause of a breakup because of a toxic behavior. But I have experienced on the other end. And I definitely know there's some ladies out there that, are really toxic. So that's my answer to your question. Adrianne?
Oh, I have been toxic as a result of being in toxic relationships. So it wasn't my fault. Toxicity can be contagious.
Oh, Lord.
And yeah.
Fix your little strap right there.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So anyway, like I was saying, I became toxic as a result of being in a toxic relationship. My patience level was gone. I no longer knew how to handle my anger. So because it was always an abusive situation, and sometimes I knew it was coming, so sometimes I jumped in and was toxic before the toxic came. I know that sounds crazy.
So you did it before he could do it.
Yeah, because I know it was coming. And that's crazy. I know it sounds crazy, but anybody who has been in an abusive relationship probably can relate. It's like you already know based on their movement, their language, what they're doing, that it's about to get ugly. So sometimes you just go on and just let's get this over with.
So basically, you let me get something.
Yes, because this is going to get ugly. I know it's crazy, but honestly, that I have, like I told you, I've sat in rooms with at one table of 25 to 30 women, and we all have that same story. It's like you almost have to, it's not like you want to initiate some drama, but you already know from being with that person that they're going to get ugly. So it's like, oh my God, let me just come on. You I know you want to fight. I know you want to, it's about to get nasty. So yeah. And even recently, I haven't really dealt with my toxic issues until I got into therapy after this last situation. And we tried to live in the same home after we broke up. For financial reasons for a little while, and every time he passed me, I'm like, fuck you that's all you a bit. I was just nasty. I did not know how to, what to do with that built up anger. And so every time I saw him, that trigger of what he had did came to me. And it just got to the point where we couldn't stay in that situation and be healthy. So I was very toxic at that point. So
wait, before you even go to that, Mona, can you answer his question first before we even, because I have questions for her too.
No, I'm going to answer the question, but I have a question. What are we defining as toxic? What can a woman do that's toxic? What is toxic? That's what I want to know before I answer the question.
Like what she just described. Like she was saying that when she was in the relationship that just ended, she would walk by and say certain things that she knew would be damaging to that other person because she was angry at him, and certain things would be a trigger for her. That's toxic. Being prepared to, like, and I'm not saying this is what you did, but being prepared, because I've been in situations where I've had to break people up. I've witnessed friends literally say some hurtful shit to somebody just to hit like right in the gut, just because they were angry, just because they were mad, instead of being able to say, you know what, I'm in a bad place, I'm in a bad headspace, let me walk, let me leave. Instead, they would literally be like, your mama's a bitch. Fuck your mama.
That's exactly what I said.
Fuck your kids.
Those very words.
Those not my
That's
kids.
it.
Why I got to do that? Like, say something like that. That's toxic behavior. That's toxic.
So instigating,
basically.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like you
starting shit.
Yeah.
That's a shit starter.
Nagging.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's all, to me, it all comes from a place of anger.
Definitely.
It's misguided anger. You don't know what to do with it. It's like you see their face, it triggers you, and your mouth just says whatever. Because it's so unhealthy.
When I heard about the fighting, I didn't see that as toxic. I saw that as self-defense. That's why I was asking what is toxic. Am I the toxic one?
Or have you been?
I'm just going to say like this. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit.
There you go.
I don't enter into any type of relationships trying to hurt somebody's feelings, trying to talk down to somebody, trying to get my way, trying to push you to do things that you don't want to do. I'm not a nagging type of woman. I'm not the woman that's going to, when you call me, who's that in the background? I see a girl. I'm not going to call you all times of the day to see what you're doing. I'm not going to go through your phone. I'm not, and I might go through your pants if I'm washing your clothes. I'm not going to try to start no shit. So I can't say that I would be the toxic one. Can I get it cracking?
Absolutely.
After you do something to
Right.
me? Absolutely.
See, that's my thing. I feel like sometimes toxicity is a consequence. It is a result of someone's behavior. And if you have displayed this behavior that's made me toxic, I don't want to say you got it coming, because I really should have handled I probably should be in control of myself a little bit more. But some of that you got coming. Fuck you, your mama, your kids, your everybody. Yeah,
Ladies,
bitch, ass.
for y'all that are watching, I want you to understand and hear me when I say this.
Yes.
If you cannot control your emotions in the midst of a heated argument, leave.
Yes.
You do not have to sit there and go blow for blow. You do not have to sit there and call somebody's mama a bitch.
Exactly.
You do not have to sit there and push, attack, physically try to do something to someone else just so that they can hear you or see you. I've seen women and met women who think that that is normal behavior. It is not.
It's not.
I don't care how angry you get, how fucked up that other individual is. You do not have to behave in that way. Just leave.
Stay in control.
And that's my thought on that particular part. But continue.
I don't think anybody should be able to make you do anything outside of being respectful and carrying yourself in a certain way. So I'm glad you said that, because it is important that sometimes when you let that things get the best of you, you You react rather than respond.
Correct.
And there should be a point where that person, I don't care how angry they make you, you have to think the whole thing through. Now, let me not go there. So, you know what I mean? Just bring it down. And like you said, if necessary, leave. Because that
Call somebody.
Toxic.
Be like, talk me off this ledge.
Yes.
Because I want to kill him. I've had a friend.
I've been that friend.
I have a friend that's
Neisha,
like,
I got my bag. I'm
about to kill
I'm
him.
at the bus stop at Ralph's supermarket. I need you to come get me.
I don't want to go to jail.
Because
Exactly.
it's going down.
Yeah.
But I think we're kind of...
but you weren't toxic in that situation.
I think toxic is when you have a good man and you sabotage the relationship.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
disrespect the
Yes.
relationship.
Yes.
You don't respect his authority. You don't let him lead. You want him to be a man in the female version of your imaginary self of what a man should be. I think that's toxic. I think toxic is when you set your man up to fail. I think that's toxic.
Yes.
When you don't want to do your role as a woman, but you blame him for not doing his role as a man. Those are the things that I think are toxic that women can do. You're a liar. You're a habitual liar and might cause somebody to get in trouble, get hurt. That's toxic. When you will call the police, you know, you're threatening to call the police to the point where your man is walking on eggshells and he doesn't know how to handle you because you're a loose cannon and you haven't grown up emotionally, so everything hurts your fucking feelings.
Right.
So you're toxic.
Right.
In all, what you say?
Right.
Who you talking to? That's the toxic. That's what when I think about toxic, that's what I think about.
Okay.
Not necessarily defending yourself or, you know, getting ready to kill somebody. That's a whole different dynamic. When you are selfish in your relationships, when you are a taker more than you are a giver, and now all of a sudden you don't know why this man has exploded, why this man is not dealing with you, why he doesn't feel the same way. You're not holding yourself accountable for your actions and things that you do to destroy the relationship. That's what I think is toxic.
Yes.
Right. And I think because when I think of toxic, I think of like a poison, something that has been placed in here just to sabotage everything and make it nasty and yucky. And when I said I was acting toxic, I think it was because we had agreed that we tried to stay here and cohabitate and for financial reasons for a couple of months until but I couldn't handle it.
Right.
So then I began to be what I thought was to be toxic. And that was like every single time he did anything, said anything, looked cockeyed, crazy, I said something nasty about everybody, about his everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's you working out your anger.
Yeah.
Toxic also would be when you have a budget and you go sneaking around and spending more money and you're causing this man to lose financially. That's toxic. Toxic is when you you just sabotage everything that's good.
And let's keep in mind.
And you keep, wait a minute, and
Go
you're
ahead.
a shit starter. And you start stuff.
Yes. Yes.
Girl, and blah, 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 blah.
Oh.
That's what I was just about to say.
gossiping
That's what I was about to
Yeah.
say. Because it's not just solely your relationships with your partner. It's
Yeah.
also with your friendships.
Yes.
That toxic behavior affects them too. So if you notice you lose your friendships a lot and they're calling you toxic, or you don't have that good of a relationship with your family, your kids, your parents, your, whomever, if all signs is pointing to you and you just like, I don't see it. They crazy. It's them. It's not me.
right.
Then it's like, nah.
Gotcha.
Nah,
Okay.
it's you.
Yeah, right.
It's you.
Everybody does something wrong except for you.
Right.
You're the perfect one. You
Right.
never do anything wrong.
Right.
You know, toxic is when you have entitlement issues. You know, you want what you want. You don't care how you get it, and you better get it now. I don't care if you got to go to jail for it, crack somebody over the head. You're just thinking about yourself.
Right.
That's toxic. Yeah.
Yeah. So to answer your question, God in the flesh. No.
But to answer your question, God in the flesh, there are some women that exude toxic behavior
Definitely.
that will not admit it. We need to clean that up. We need to take care of that.
Definitely. Get you some healing.
Yes.
Get you some therapy. You know, hold yourself accountable. Understand that behavior is not healthy. It's like I said, I've talked quite a few people off ledges where I'm like, now sis, I love you. But you wrong. You wrong for that. I saw you literally walk up to him and pumped him in the head, pushed him in the head, pushed him like, what you gonna do? Like, you want to fight? And it's like, and you know he's not going to do that to you because he knows he will always be assumed to be the aggressor. I've seen people, you know, I've had guy friends be like, sis, you're not gonna believe what just happened. What happened? I just got out of jail. Why you get out of, what you go to jail for? What happened? She lied and said I hit her. The police came and took her word for it.
Oh, wow.
All because he wanted to end the relationship. So what she do? She called the police and said he hit her. So he had to fight his case. He had to prove that nothing was happened. There was no bruises. There was no nothing. And after paying all that money, case dismissed.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I've witnessed it. I've seen it happen. I definitely know there are some toxic women in this world that could use some therapy.
Therapy helps.
But yeah.
Yeah, toxic, you're a loose cannon.
Yes. You can explode at any second.
Toxic is when you've been in so many damaging relationships that you're waiting to damage somebody. That's toxic. Toxic is using your child as a pawn.
Yes. Yes.
That's toxic.
Yes.
Right.
Definitely. Yes. Yes. So then I guess the question would be, what do we tell the young ladies who are doing that and don't even realize? Or maybe mama taught them how to be toxic. Because mama sometimes teaches our daughters how to be toxic. Keep his money. Don't let him see his kid. Take him away from him. Put him on child support. Say that he did this, that. What do we tell them? Because
I don't have a problem with putting them on child support.
I was just going to say
that.
Wait. Because there are some men that really don't deserve to be on child support if they're already taking care of their kids. And they know that. And they get the help. They get the money. They know that man will stop at the drop of a hat and do everything they humanly can for that kid. But simply because he does not want to be with her anymore, she's like, fuck it, I'm putting you on child support.
Yeah.
Okay,
I've seen it.
You explained that a little bit more, but your first initial comment was put them on child support.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that. I would tell young ladies, treat people how you want to be treated. You don't want nobody loud and talking crazy and doing things to you and putting you in a twist and putting you in compromising situations. Then you should make sure you don't do it. You don't get to do certain things because you're a woman. You know, control your emotions.
Yes.
You know, acknowledge them, control them, get some healthy resolutions so you can resolve the problems without causing somebody else's downfall or somebody's mental demise, you know, where a person doesn't even want to be around you. You know, that would be my thought.
Definitely. Wow. Well, I'm done with this topic. Does anybody else have anything to say?
Good topic.
Great topic.
Good question.
We hope we answered your question, sir, to the best of our abilities.
If not, please feel free to comment and ask any more. We may come back and answer it.
That's right.
Because it was a good question. And
Really good.
We appreciate you, you know, watching and, you know, giving your feedback and your thoughts and asking. So look forward to hearing from you again. Again, we encourage you guys to like, share, subscribe, comment, talk to people about it, talk about these discussions, throw out topics or questions you feel that we should discuss because we are watching, we are listening, and we are so open to it. And I think that's it. BGP.
We're out.
We are out. Bye.
Warning. You are about to enter the BGP suite.